Hey guys, and welcome to game number 90 out of 100 of my Revenge of the Mack series against the AI-powered Scrabble bot BestBot. Things are getting closer and closer. Another loss on Monday means we're now only up 2 games, 45 and a half, 43 and a half through the first 89. So big game today, which is going to determine how many I have to win of the last 10 to clinch victory in this 100-game series. So a lot on the line. Let's try to bring our A game. Opening rack, consonant heavy, C, D, J, O, S, double T. I feel like I gotta just play Jot here. I don't love it at all, keeping 4 consonants, but at least I have an S, at least CT has some synergy. The D, not so great here, but yeah, I gotta just do this. Hope it doesn't have a great comeback, and hope to draw some vowels. There's really nothing else to be done. Okay, well, that's a pretty good draw. Not thrilled about the other T, but obviously happy to see the blank. Don't actually think I currently have a playable bingo, if I'm not mistaken. Don't think there's a 7. It would have to have a vowel. That's almost certainly not going to help me bingo. I didn't even see an 8 through that. Oh, it's possible there was one. I didn't exhaustively look. If I have a 9 through TE, I doubt it. That would mean 3 T's. That's going to be pretty tough. Well, that actually made my life really difficult, the pot's last play of EU, since I don't have a vowel that goes after a W. I don't have a vowel that goes before TE. Oi doesn't take an S. I almost wonder if I exchange here. Like, exchange CDT or something bizarre? Let me just think here. That feels really wrong. It might be right, but it feels really wrong. I mean, I could play... I can't even play here. I'm not going to play sit. That's just stupid. I mean, that looks so bad. I can't play Tix because that takes the front C. That's also stupid. Ditz takes the front E. Or sorry, did I say Tix takes the front C? It takes the front E. That's certainly what I meant. Ditz takes the front E as well as the front A. That's stupid. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else there is to do. I mean, do I just play toy? I feel like that leaves me too vulnerable to drawing another consonant that's not going to give me a bingo. Maybe I think I trade here. I could see keeping CIST though, because the C goes really well with the rest of those tiles. I could see a trade too, just trade DT here and go for a bingo on my next turn. Yeah, because the C plays nicely with Koi and Tech. I think we trade two here, guys. It looks really weird, I know, but like there's just no play that is inspiring. I mean, I guess I could also play Sighted. Keeping the two. I don't want to keep two T's though. Like I really don't. Yeah, I'm gonna trade two. It's weird, but I think it's right. All right, that's fine. Second eye isn't amazing, but that's okay. We got plenty of bingos here. Question is, do I have something with an S in the 5th spot for a double-double? That's kind of an awkward spot for an S, if I'm being honest. But I could certainly play stuff like Citrons or Trismic there, so we'll see what the bot does and go from there, but barring something crazy, we should be bingoing on our next turn. I wonder if we have 9s through the TE. It wouldn't even be the right move. All right, the bot plays Hut. That is certainly not going to help the board. And now I got to decide how I want to handle this. So Hoya or Ahoy. Satiric is the only 7 with an A. That does not fit. So I have to... Well, I guess I could either play with Cute, with Huts, or with Use. So, I mean, Satiric here might actually be fine. Do I have anything ending in, like, ST so I don't have to open a triple? Let me just go through the alphabet. So Satiric, Critics plays with Huts as well. Aristic doesn't fit. What else? Trismic now doesn't fit. Citron, Soritic, comparable to Satiric. Okay. Yeah, I think I just play Soritic over here with Use. I mean, anything I do is going to have a good amount of risk, so I feel like we just... Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Hoy takes an S. Yeah, duh. Okay, I'm being an idiot is what I'm doing. Like, just play Critics here, obviously. That's definitely the right move. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that would have been absolutely idiotic if I played with U's. I think I had in my head that I couldn't put an S there because Oi doesn't take an S, but yeah, Hoi absolutely does. All right, so obviously the best move is to just play like critics or kind of anything here. Citrons is also fine, doesn't really matter, I don't think, one way or the other. Yeah, let's not waste any more time on this turn. We're just going to go ahead and play critics and move on. Okay, that's not a bad draw, I don't think. The bot plays rewiring, so we are once again down, but not by too much. If only sun cakes were a word. I mean, caskets is a lot of points, guys. It's like, what is that, 52 points? I probably have to do it, even though it gets rid of literally all my good tiles and keeps literally my only bad tile. 52 is just a lot. Anything with a W here? Like, do I have a word caulk or something if that were good, but it's not. Don't see anything all that great there. Cause is just way too big a point sacrifice. I could play use and suck, I guess, but I mean, it's 30. Caskets is 52. Can I justify sacking 22 points here? I don't think so. AES is a lot better than keeping a U, but I think 22 is too much. Caskets also does block some big scoring plays for the bot, even double doubles through the T. Yeah, I think it's just too many points, guys. I kind of hate to do it, but I think I have to. It's probably closer than I think to just play suck or something similar. But I think this has got to be right. Hey, I drew Bumelia, and it fits with Butte. All right, that is fortunate. Wow. Insanely good draw after keeping a U. Now let's just hope that doesn't get blocked. It doesn't. Beautiful. Okay. Now please don't triple. It's a pretty good draw I just got. I'm certainly playing amazed. Wow, nice play. Very nice play. Not a triple, but cool six-way overlap for 46 points. I still think I want to play there. Oh, I guess I could just play Lased now. It's a little weak keeping the MV combo. There's no way it's worth it to play Laved. That's just way too big a point sacrifice. I mean, Lased is 45 points. Lazar, I don't think that's any better. DMVE is pretty clunky as well. I don't think there's any good reason to give up the 3 points. Not worried really about front hooks like Glazed. I guess Out Blazed is good. There's no Bs left, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, Mazard or Amazed don't fit anymore. Just make sure I'm not missing anything crazy elsewhere, but I feel like Lazed is just got to be right. Yeah, I mean, it puts me up 80 points. I do want to take out that LA because there could still be non-bingo triples or weird things happen there that I don't want to have to deal with later. So, all right, yeah, let's just do this. Okay. Kind of happy to see the X. The X is a good tile when you have a lead for continuing to score and try to outrun your opponent. Not that happy to see the second R. Varix is a word I'd love to play, although I don't think it goes down right now. So probably just mix above the ED is going to be right, or something along those lines. Though it doesn't really block too well, since it blocks the line above Lays, but then creates a new line above the ID and the X. So we'll see what I want to do. The bot is actually, or the board is actually pretty shut right now, aside from the bottom. There is the S hook still on use. There is the P in POW, though it's extremely difficult to end a word in a P. At least a long word. There are lines for nines with FE and AL, but yeah, probably the line above Lazed right now is by far the best line, then followed by EUs. I guess there's also the G of rewiring, but that scores so little and gives back so much that I'm not as concerned about that. Yeah, a lot's going to hinge on the bot's next play here, but probably mix, as the board currently stands, is correct. Like, it's just too many points. And it doesn't really set up my V with Vid in the event my bot elects not to play above mix on its next turn. ARRV is not a thing of beauty, to say the least, but probably just for the score, I'm going to have to do it. Again, if the bot doesn't do something that warrants me playing elsewhere. I could try to get Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I have XI here. I just realized. It's funny. I got so hung up on the fact that Varix doesn't fit that I missed XI. I've been like doing that this week. I've been like missing two-letter plays, and I mean I've been finding them eventually, but I've been like not immediately seeing them, which is kind of weird. But yeah, the bot exchange is for. I think we just play XI then, right? I mean it's not that many more than mix. Yeah, I guess it is. It's 18 more, and keeps an M, which isn't great with this rack, but it's not terrible, and it's just too many points. All right, yeah, I think we just do this. And things are looking good, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. The bot bingos once. We're back definitely in the danger zone in terms of our lead size here. Definitely going to start thinking about some defense, though, if the bot does not bingo on its next turn or score a lot, because our lead is now significant enough that we could definitely afford to make some sacrifices to try to reduce the bot's opportunities. Wonder what it had when it traded for. Maybe a bunch of like A's and O's or something. We'll find out after. What can I do if I want to try to play defense? That's the bigger question. I'd love to play some sort of word ending in a V. I guess I could do nav, but that doesn't really help me because with knave being good, I can just hook that extremely easily. Maybe I even try to play... Okay, op and pre-wiring. Interesting. Is it trying to like... It's probably trying to like distract me and get me to play up here to leave the bottom open. That's probably what it's doing. The thing is, I can't even play up there. I mean, I have mop, but I don't have room. Like, if I had a Venom of room, I would do it. It's just so many points. But, like, I don't even have a play up there, so I'm not going to go there. I wonder about just trying to, like, play here to the E and kill both U's and the line above Lazed at the same time. The question is, how do I do that? I'd love to get rid of the V and an R. I mean, I could also just play Rove. Is that crazy? It's a good leave. It's just 8 points, though. That's kind of bad. I'm up a lot. I could also just not play any defense, but it's not like my plays that don't play defense are really any good. So I feel like I might as well try to play defense. Like, I'm not saying I have to go crazy out of my way to play defense at this point, but if I don't have a good play that doesn't, then I might as well. Although I do see VAR here. That's 17. That's a good amount more than Rove. Comparable leave. Very slightly worse, keeping the O instead of the A, but not much worse. So it's probably 7 better on equity. Doesn't really open anything, but it doesn't block either. So yeah, that versus Rove. Rove is certainly not a perfect block. It leaves U's open, now gives an R to work with. So I could see VAR just keeping the scoring pressure on and waiting until I have a more effective block. Although I don't know. It's a very difficult decision here. If I had a 5 to this E that was half decent, I feel like I would do that. Op is a little bit of a weird play. It is definitely making me think the bot is close to a bingo, and it's probably trying to distract me and bingo down there, like, which does make me want to block that. There's also another idea of playing Fervor. That might be the move, actually. Yeah, maybe this is the play. It doesn't block above Lays, but it kind of prepares to, at least. Because now I could maybe, if I draw an E, like try to underlap here and block more easily. And this also does block U's, which is good. But it opens Fervors. I feel like this at least starts to exhaust that part of the board a little bit. I think this is the best compromise right now. Because, yeah, Rove is not by any means an exhaustive block. Fervor scores a little more. I like the leave of MAN a lot. I think this is what I'm going to go with. But I'm not entirely convinced this is right. I'm just not seeing anything that jumps out to me as better. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. I need a B for Mangabey, Mangabey. Well, I guess I shouldn't have given that Fervor Soak that I was talking about, although it still would have had Touters or Stouter. Pygmalion also almost fits. So, all right, we're still up a bingo. No need to panic here. And outsert doesn't really open anything, which is good for us. At least as far as bingos go, it doesn't open anything. I still don't really think I have a whole lot up here. I mean, I have mop, but like, what am I going to do there? Not a whole lot that I'm seeing. Do I dare play Tangy and open? Maybe? Like, I'm not up enough to start. Again, I need to be careful about sacrificing too many points here. That's the thing. I'm just not seeing a whole lot other than Tangy right now that scores. I could play like Many, I guess, Many. Could even just play Gamey to block up here in case. I mean, is that a big threat? Not really. There aren't that many hooks left, actually. If you think about it, like what's going to go in front of op and make a big play, like fop or lop or hop? It's kind of hard, actually. I'm not even really worried about that spot. So I don't think playing there at a sacrifice makes a whole lot of sense if I'm not even that worried about the spot. Anything through the R, like grandma, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, tricky turn here. I feel like I might just want to play Tangy. I mean, the Y is kind of bad to put there. It's fairly hittable. I mean, the thing with Many is it just allows the bot to reopen. It can play from the M, although I guess then I could keep blocking and kind of go for the cat and mouse strategy. It may be up enough to try to pull that off. Actually, I think I like Yang if I'm going to play there, because the Y is a little more annoying to start a forward or word with. I think Yang is the move here. Yeah, keeping the M is good too, especially with the Val heavy pool. Yeah, the pool is Val heavy. That's the other thing, guys, we should keep in mind. So keeping the M as insurance against a nightmare Val draw as opposed to just ANE is much better. And there's like no bingo line now, and I'm going up 80, so I'm probably up enough that if the bot opens, I can just keep closing whatever it opens. I don't see an easy way for the bot to open multiple lines right now. So I can probably just play the cat and mouse strategy here where anything it opens, I'm just going to close. I just have to hope it doesn't get like some sort of massive play that puts me in danger of losing without a bingo. But as long as I keep scoring and Yang does score, I think I'm fine. So, all right, I'm going to do this. That is not what I wanted. Although I do have Venom and Mop, which I might just have to do now because it scores so many points. And I got to figure out how I'm going to deal with the Q. I mean, I guess the Q is good, so now I don't have to worry about the bot scoring big with it, but if I don't have a way to play it, that could be a problem. Yeah, and like, see, now I think that I have the Q, and my rack is so inflexible, I don't think I feel comfortable going with just the pure blocking approach anymore. I mean, I could play Nav, I guess. The problem is I just worry the bot now is gonna like reopen with Oda. Am I gonna now that I have the Q? Is like, is my rack gonna just be too inflexible? I think I have to play Venom here, guys. Like it's just too good. Like it's 40 points, puts me up 84. You know, there's still two I's and a U. Bunch of well, there's a T for cot. You know, there's a bunch of stuff that could still help me here. It's extra turnover for help for my Q. It's so many more points. I think we got to just do it. I don't love it. As long as I get an I or a U here. I didn't get an I or a U. That's not great. I have cannot and caught. I don't know if either of those words play. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to happen. I felt forced to open the board. I mean, maybe I should have just played Nav, but once I drew the Q, I just didn't feel comfortable taking that approach because my lead would be more threatened. I'd have to worry about getting Q stuck. My rack would just be so much more inflexible. Huh. The bot is going for a setup there with your. And I don't know what I can really do about it. That is rather troubling. I got to think about how to deal with that. I mean, playing something like Nah, actually leaves me now vulnerable to triple triples, like radioing. So I got to be very careful about those kind of plays. I mean, another strategy is I could exchange and hope the bot draws the Q and ends up having a hard time playing it. Although the problem is there's eyes left, so it'll probably draw like an I for QI. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, if the bot bingos and I don't get help for my Q, I could be in some trouble. Wow, this is quite complicated. Is there any way I can, like, set up caught or cannot? Maybe that's the move. I wonder if I can. If there's a way I could, like, try to get a big Q play to counteract whatever bingo it has. I have to watch my time, too. I'm getting a little bit low. Yeah, U is an extremely annoying play. Maybe I can also block it by playing from the C. Maybe the move is to play like what though? Is there anything I can play from the C that doesn't take a hook? That would be ideal. And I could play Canal. Maybe I actually do play Canal. Force it to make the blank an S. Because I think I can outrun... I mean, can I definitely outrun non-bingos with U? Probably. I mean, if it plays like ranged, it's 51. I think I'll... this could be close if I still have to deal with the Q. I at least do set up caught. But yeah, I think if it bingos, the problem is it could like play there and then bingo, which would be obviously a problem. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to open the board. It can create just absolute chaos like this. I mean, maybe the approach is to exchange. I have no time either. Crud. Yeah, this is really complicated. I mean, I could, maybe what I do is does this and, maybe I do this and set up caught that way. Is that going to be enough? This could outrun stuff like reading. 50, it's going to get 104. It's going to be like a really tight end game. I don't know. I don't have any better ideas. I'm running out of time. I'm going to do this. I think this can outrun a bunch of stuff with the cot setup. Oh, I drew the blank? I drew the blank? Oh, I figured it had both. Okay, wow. Well, now... Alright, so I think I can just play cot now, right? Like... let me just... I need to not screw up here, guys. There's no C for Choane. It's not going out. Yeah, I'll win this. I mean, pretty easily, right? If I just play cot. Like, it doesn't have any ridiculously big... I guess I should probably play up here, though, to block stuff like aha. I don't have a lot of time. I just want to find something I know wins. Like, I'm positive wins. I mean, just cot. I could even do Kindar, but cot probably goes out for more. That's 31. I mean, what's it going to do? Like, there's nothing all that good. I don't have any particularly good outs. Maybe I am better off playing, like, Kindar, actually. For more. Is the T going out? Yeah, I have UT and TE. This is actually probably fine. Yeah, it might be better than... No, actually I have Dine and X. Alright, yeah, never mind. Let's play Cot. I've got multiple outs. This definitely wins, right? I mean, I'm not positive it's optimal, but it's probably pretty close to optimal, and I'm positive it wins. So let's just do that. And the bot plays Da. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured it would do, or something like that. And then we're just going to go out with Dine. And yeah, we're going to eke it out, 466 to 444. Very stressful game at the end. Much more stressful than I was hoping it would be. I mean, I have no idea if Naled was correct. Like, U was a great play by the bot. Very gutsy without the blank, but I guess it felt like it had to at that point. So credit to the bot for coming up with that. I'm very curious to know what the computer analysis thinks of Nail It. So let's wait and see what it says. All right, here we go. All right, 1.3 mistakes allegedly. So that's not egregious. Still not great, honestly, for my standards, but not egregious. Let's see what it thinks my 1.3 mistakes were. Jot, yeah, I mean, not a fun play to make, but kind of forced. It does like toy. Wow, by 2.7%. I guess this does bingo enough that it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess even with stuff like an R and an N, this bingo's. Let's see, what's the bingo chances with toy? Oh, I bingo 83% versus. Okay, so I don't even bingo more often after the exchange. That's interesting. Yeah, and it makes my opponent's life potentially more difficult because it takes away some overlaps, I guess. Although, it opens toys and Toyo, but that's not really a big deal. There's already an SOC with use. That could actually benefit me, too, opening that SOC in case the other one gets taken. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's easy to be afraid of a consonant draw, but a lot of consonants, I mean, a D even gives you addicts, H, ditches, and stuff. A lot of consonants actually do give you bingos here, and L gives you delicts or cladist. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see this being a small mistake. It just felt counterintuitive there to play off one T, keeping only one vowel. But with the blank, that's actually perfectly fine. So slight error there, but not too bad. Bot plays Hut. Yeah, glad I came to my senses here and didn't play something with U's. That would have been terrible. Bot bingos, caskets. Yeah, it's just too many points. Okay, Suck doesn't even populate on this list here, so it's clearly correct to just take the points. Bot plays Pow. Bumelia, obviously right. Befall, nice play. Wow, it does like Lazar. I saw it. Is DEMV really better? I mean, MR and RV both to me mutually have better synergy than MD and DV, and I'm not worried about keeping an E. There's 6 E's left. Yeah, this is surprising to me, I'll be honest. I mean, do I average more? Like, why? Lazar, no, I average, wait, so what? Because I average more after laced. I guess my opponent does too, but barely. So why? And I bingo more after laced. Yeah, I don't understand why Lazar is simming better. I'll be completely honest. But okay, yeah, this maybe it's just like a simulation or Monte Carlo error. This to me does not feel like a mistake. Yeah, that's interesting. The more I do this, like the computer analysis is a cool tool, but especially with a lot of the small mistakes, like I'll look at them and be like, yeah, that's not really a mistake. I would play Lazed again if I had to do it over. Yeah, an XI here, clearly right. Okay, bot plays op. It does like fervor. Yeah, this was a tough play. VAR here I thought about. Nav I briefly looked at. Manor even. Yeah, that's actually not crazy, or Roman for that matter, although that gives back an O hook as well, which is why I presumably like some Manor, even though it's 2 less points. Yeah, I think Fervor is correct. Tricky turn. Seems like I navigated that one okay. It does want Tangy. Tanga's interesting. I actually do prefer that to Tangy. The Y is good to keep for scoring, and putting a Y there could give back some big bingos. But I think I'm fine with Yang, honestly. Like, I'm in a good position here. Obviously, QOV was one of the worst draws possible. So if I didn't draw that, I think I would have been in a very low stress position here and able to keep playing cat and mouse. I'm fine with Yang. I don't view this as a small mistake, honestly. And this is where things got a little sketchy. And I think I just have to do this, guys. Likes, well, no, likes Venom. Next is Nove. But yeah, I mean, Nav is way down here. Like, Venom is just too many points. It's just too much more turnover. Yeah, this is a great play by the bot here, setting up your. If I don't have the blank, I'm going to struggle to block. It can draw into, like, Reading, Regine, as it did. A bunch of stuff. And then it wants... Okay, so apparently right idea, wrong execution. It wants laid. Why? Leaving 7 in the bag better than leaving 6, perhaps? Maybe leaving 7 is better, although I'd be scared because what if the bot then bingos and then draws another bingo? It's not likely, but it's possible. If it bingos without the blank and then I'm not fortunate enough to draw it like I did, it's definitely possible. I guess if it does bingo, then it's less likely to have an outplay if it has 7 tiles versus 6. So maybe that's the logic. I could see Layden over Naled just because then after this, there's a chance it like bingos here and cripples my Q play. Whereas the L is harder to overlap than the N. I mean, I was getting very low on time hemming and hawing over this position. I'm glad I at least seem to have come up with the right idea. I'm proud of that. It does like setting up the Q here over exchanging or trying to make some like half hazard block on the top right. So yeah, I think this is probably fine-ish. I'm happy with the effort at least. All right, then the bot plays here, almost considering not bingoing. I guess hoping to maybe draw something from the V as an out bingo. Interesting. Oh, I missed Trank. Okay, so medium endgame mistake, 10 points of spread. I can live with that. Yeah, I was low on time. I was just like relieved to be winning this game after all that stress. Yeah, I should have obviously seen Trank. It's obviously better, but I'm just glad I found something that won. Yeah, I'm happy with this game overall, guys. I definitely agree Toy was a small mistake earlier. I feel like later on in the game I played pretty well. I'm happy with Nala. It might not have been that precisely optimal execution, but it was definitely the right idea. So I'm happy I came up with that under some duress. And yeah, big win, very big win. So that is going to put us once again 3 games ahead. We're now 46 wins, 43 losses, and 1 tie through 90. So what that means is we need 4 out of the last 10 in order to win. So it's going to be a nail biter, guys. It's going to come down to the wire. The good thing is we have the tie, so we don't have to worry about spread. The series, unless we tie again, I guess, which is possible, but really unlikely, is not going to end with 50 wins and 50 losses. So even though we have a negative spread right now, that's fine. We just have to focus on giving ourselves the best chance to win each game. And yeah, it's going to be a dramatic last 10. So don't miss it. Thanks for your support as always, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for all your comments. And yeah, that's going to do it for today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon for the next video. Bye-bye.